Now, joining me now to discuss West Africa's security situation is security expert Dr. Ekhomu. Doctor, you're welcome. Thank you for joining us. Now, this is the first time in a long time that West Africa has experienced any attacks from Akim. What do you think the group has been up to all this time?
Well, I think they have been hatching terrorist plots. For example, if you want to put a time dimension, a temporal dimension to it, I would say the last time we had an Akim attack was November 20th, 2015, when they attacked the hotel in Mali and killed 26, killed 19, sorry, in that attack. And so I think they have been hatching more terror plots. There's some alignment going on right now, or realignment. ISIS is getting a lot of the headlines, and so Akim, being an Al-Qaeda franchise, is considering his options in how to gain notoriety. So I would say that it's not a very good sign, because it means that in the short run, we're going to see more terrorist attacks in the region.
While Akim intends to wield influence in North Africa, we do know that it has its sights in this part of Africa as well, and that's quite worrying. Do we, West Africa, have the capacity to stop this group should they decide to execute more attacks?
Well, you need to understand that Akim is part of what has made Boko Haram very dangerous here in Nigeria. The U.S. has long proven that Akim and BH, they are linked. And Akim, even through AMB, I mean, they have carried out a lot of attacks. They have carried out attacks in Niger. They've carried out attacks in Chad. They have been very active, certainly in Mali, where, in fact, they were within a heartbeat of taking over a whole state. So, and that whole Akim Al-Qaeda franchise, you have to kind of weave them together so you understand, because Al-Qaeda Central might not be on ground here running the operations, but they have their boys doing it. So it's it's the same corporates all the way. So what I'm trying to say is they have been here. They've been running these attacks. We have seen them in Mali several times. There's been so many bombings in Mali and taking over of even military.
Well, thanks again, Dr. Ekhomu, for joining us on the program. And now to the United States, where President Barack Obama gave his last State of the Union address on Tuesday last week. The president made a strong argument for his administration, reeling out his achievements and trying once again to keep Americans positive, not just about the future, but the present.
The President of the United States.
President Barack Obama walks into Congress, confident as ever, as he made his way to the Speaker of the House, giving firm handshakes to Paul Ryan and Vice President Joe Biden. The president vigorously defends his legacy in the last 7 years.
The world respects us, not just for our arsenal. It respects us for our diversity and our openness and the way we respect every faith.
His strongest remark is made when he talks about America's approach to terrorism. He says the Islamic State has to be rooted out, hunted down, and destroyed.
Masses of fighters on the back of pickup trucks, twisted souls plotting in apartments or garages, they pose an enormous danger to civilians. They have to be stopped.
Concerning U.S. economy, President Obama says anyone claiming that America's economy is in decline is peddling fiction.
The United States of America, right now, has the strongest, most durable economy in the world.
The president's final address comes months before this November's presidential elections, which has been keenly contested by both Republicans and Democrats. The president has not indicated backing any candidate, but did point out that after the elections, he will be back among the people as a civilian and will continue to push reforms across the country.
Stay with us for the conversation after the break when representative of the Ford Foundation in Nigeria and international affairs analyst Innocent Chukwuma discusses President Barack Obama's legacy as he gradually winds down on his 8-year government.